Hello and welcome to the Whisky.com news on the 12th of March 2019. And we have a number of very interesting news and one very unfortunate news. First of all, we go to Scotland. The Glasgow Distillery released their first core bottlings. Yeah, the Glasgow Distillery is a very new distillery and they now have a core range, and they will release the core range until beginning of 2020. It will be 3 single malt Scotch whiskies, and the start will be the 1770 Glasgow single malt Scotch whiskey 2019 edition. It will be half-liter bottles because the new distilleries have a bit smaller bottles because they don't have that mature products. It will be followed by the 1770 peated and the 1770 triple distilled. Next up is Gordon MacPhail. Gordon MacPhail is the independent bottler, and they have plans to open a new distillery in the Craggan National Park. And they have now released how they want to do that. They want to do round buildings with grass on top, and it should blend into the nature so you don't really realize that there is a distillery. And so they will continue doing that. If you'd like to know more about that, go to Whisky.com and look at the news, and you will find this news in great detail with a few pictures. Then we have the Tamdhu 15-year-old will be released, and it's a yearly limited edition with American and European oak sherry casks from Jerez in Spain, and it will be released in the markets very soon. So that's it for Scotland. Let's move over the little pond to Ireland. Ireland has a new distillery. The Clonakilty Distillery was just recently opened. It's located in the south of Ireland in West Cork, and they're already producing their whiskey, and they're already selling whiskey under the Clonakilty brand, but that's not whiskey from their distillery yet, because they're just buying whiskey from a different distillery and selling it under their brand. Very nice that we have a new distillery that raises the number of distilleries to 23. If you compare this to the year 2013, where you only had 4 distilleries in Ireland. So there's really a distillery boom in the small island of Ireland. Next up is kind of a news from America and Japan. Biman Suntory is making a blend. Yeah, they are using bourbon, straight bourbon, and bourbon matured, finished in red wine casks and sherry casks, and they're mixing it all together in a blend, a very special blend. And because of the regulation in America, they are only allowed to call it bourbon. Also, Suntory said, that's not the only thing, that we're working together with the Americans, and they will do some more projects in the future. Yeah, and now let's come to the headline. The Barton Distillery in Bardstown had another accident. It was already in the news for the collapsing warehouse, and now it is in the news for the collapsing beer well. The beer well, for everybody who doesn't know what that is a very, very tall and big storage unit where the already fermented beer is stored before it goes into the big column still for distillation. So this huge tank just had one of their legs. It stands on collapsing, so it tipped over to one side, and in the process of tipping over, it damaged another 2 tanks, which also leaked, and in the end you had nearly 500,000 of liters splashed all over their campus, which is about, I have to read that, 120,000 gallons. Yeah, what a mess. And very unfortunate, 2 persons were injured during this accident. Hopefully they're not injured too severe. Yeah, so my suggestion to Barton, check your equipment. Okay, yeah, that's it for today, and see you next time.